and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we'll be installing this NewtiPower golf cart lithium-ion phosphate battery for a 36 volt golf cart. Thanks for watching again. Today's video we'll look at this battery, we'll install it, but because I have already done some installation video under 36 volt EZGO TXT / PDS golf carts like I'm sitting on right now, so there is a link up there or a video up there which installs the Repower 38.4 volt battery with up to 60 amp hours. This one is 100 amp hour. The reason is pretty simple why I'm installing this one. The reason why I'm installing this battery and now upgrading from 60 to 100 amp hour, plain simple. The reason is not, this one is not going forward, going uphill, all those type of things. I'm even pulling things with this one, a little cart from Harbor Freight, super easy and simple, it works great. But I want to upgrade my controller and maybe my engine going forward as well, and when I have a little bit more power for the uphill parts, pure out of fun. That's the main reason. And what's better than installing 100 mAh battery here? So this one is already a little scratched up because I had it sadly stored too long and almost forgot about it. Shame on me, but it was still charged. Plugged it back in, charged it again, used the sun here on this off-grid setup. So that's pretty cool. So this means this one also will be charged purely off sun. Up there is a video, and by the way, up there is a solar panel. So we'll be using that going forward as well to keep it topped off. But for the long term, this needs to power a controller. I haven't figured out or decided two solutions. I haven't decided on which solution I want to go with. Definitely the controller first before the engine. When I see it step by step, so subscribe to the channel in case you want to follow that stuff. I know golf carts are more specific in each, but it's a fun project. So I'll be installing this, not step by step as I mentioned. There is a video, that was the Repower video I mentioned already. There is step by step for this part, for this golf cart, for the 36 volt battery installation. There's also an EZGO RXV golf cart 48 volt installation. There's the video up there in case you have a different golf cart, you have a different setup a little bit, different controller, etc. So I'll get started. Just put on winter tires, so funny. It's not even winter tires, it's all-terrain tires, but I wanted to change them to the Artego different wheels, so it is a little short as well. Anyways, I'll get started. I'll loop you back in a few steps in, and then we'll just test it if this one can, do the job, because the Repower did a decent job. It's just less power in channel, and this one is pulling between 130 and sometimes 200 amp hour, so it depends on where I'm driving. So I'm curious if this one can hopefully keep up with that. So enough talking. Now you know what's going on in this video, what I want to do, and where the journey is going to as well, and this golf cart is heading towards. So let's get started with putting this one in. I have to double check a couple of things. It comes with a display, it does come with a charger, it does come with the wiring harness, the wires, the cables, connectors between battery and display. We have to route it outside, and pretty much it. I mean, I have already installed mainly also the plug and whatnot for charging it, so I'll reuse those things as well. So let's get started. I want to give you at least a little more insight here, and you can see we're using the battery strapped on, and I want to use it pretty much the same here, just held very well. We'll be utilizing the same space where it is now, just a little bit bigger and a little longer. I never installed any bus bars here, so I have to see if the bolts are long enough. I would like to avoid it. I would just like to do a swap. I put in a 12 volt system back there. So this is a converter from, it is a converter from 36 or 48 to 12 volt. So therefore I have two bus bars. And I do actually run a mouse beeper over there, or mouse blocker, which really, so back there, which really keeps the mice out. Otherwise it would, or rats, otherwise it would be chewing on all the wires. And back there, which you can't see, that's where the MPPT charger is. So I have to disconnect the bolts here and everything what's connected, positive and negative. And then we'll do this. Yeah, we'll also disconnect the solar panel. Just did that. Well, not a little bit more sunny than I expected, but I disconnected the battery, so I can't move it. Sorry about that. So I disconnect those ones. I disconnected the display. I don't think I can reuse it because they all have individual connectors. That's pretty much it already. Then we can lift it out. It's done. For the display, that is the display. We have a bracket, we have this one as well. I'm wondering how they want me to install this. That holds in place. Oh, I see, snapping in place. We'll see. They actually provided two separate straps, which I also will use. So I did connect display really quick. Oh, it looks like it still works. It's the maximum, the very maximum of lug nuts you can put on. So when changing those batteries, lithium iron phosphate battery with another lithium iron phosphate battery from China, keep in mind that you have to also change the display, because the display and the connectors are not equally made. So that's why I have to run the wire, which I have completely new, and take out the old display. So I will be using their display they provided. Plus I have to see how far I can go with the bracket they provided, because I would like to keep my old one, but that's just me testing and playing around with it. We have it connected now, right now. I have connected the display over here, so I can actually turn it on and I can see if the 12-volt system does work. There we go. I can hear it. So it does work. I don't know if you hear it on camera, but that's pretty much it for this part. They did provide some little caps which come with their wire. This one, I'm not hooking this one up. At least this connector, I'll use their battery charger, but replace it with the old one basically. So that's one step. Now I'll do the display, routing the wire already underneath. Here's this little hole over here which you can utilize right where the batteries are. So here that's the cable mass, but down here, down there, that's where the cable you need to route. And then underneath you can see the cable goes underneath here all the way, and then you have to come up here somewhere, and that's where you can exit underneath, or get it into, actually not underneath, get it into this compartment, and then you can come out here. So a little tricky, but you can do it. Okay, let's see if this thing can go again after I connected everything. Yep, that's good. All right, here we are. Let's see what the app says. Whew. This thing has to push. Wow. Did it just hit over 300 amps pushing? Oh God. Oh God. Ooh. Well, I think. Oh. Well, I think. Nice. It worked. So you can see it charging already in the app. Sun is coming out and it's charging again, so that's cool. I saw it higher amperage than before, which is quite interesting. So I'll give it some more tests and see if I can get more out of this battery. But the next step, subscribe to the channel, is a control update. So this is about the NewtiPower. It looks like it works out of the box, no problems or whatsoever. Pretty much similar to other golf car batteries, but this one has the power so far. We'll see if that's the case. And if you have any questions about installation, there were a couple of videos already I attached. There's more when you look on YouTube, so this is not the only one, and I didn't do a detailed installation job today, but I wanted to show you upgrading from another smaller lithium battery to a bigger one. Easily possible as well, because you have already done the pre-work. So you can do slow upgrades, cheaper upgrades, up to you. And I think that's just what it showcases here. If you have any questions, comment section below. Thanks for watching. Cheers!